Would you rather a girl who's been ran through doesn't have an OnlyFans, or would you rather a girl who hasn't been ran through and has an OnlyFans?
Neither. Why the fuck am I getting a ran through?
If you had to pick one.
But you see how dumb that is? That's not the only two types of girls.
Actually, you know what's funny? I would pick the broke one. You still lose.
Are you serious?
Yes, we don't want you guys to have money.
I thought you cared.
Which hoe is gonna listen to me more? The one with money or the hoe without money? You always lose. I'll always choose the broke hoe.
It's because you guys want power.
That's giving. Oh my God.
You got to understand that when a man walks into a room, if his girl's a porn star or has her body all over the internet, that looks very bad on the guy. Because no guy wants his girl out there all over the place for men to see. If I'm paying full price for the Mercedes, I want to be able to drive the Mercedes, not have other people drive the Mercedes. It's unfair to me to have a for sale sign on its neck.
No one's driving it. They're just looking at it.
I still don't want it there. If you work your ass off to buy a G-Wagon for $250,000, but people are coming in and test driving it and looking at it and touching it and everything else like that, when you paid full price to own it, that's very disrespectful to the owner. And I don't mean to equate you guys to vehicles, but that's how
what you're saying, that you own us.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Look, ladies, this is how men think with women. I'm trying to explain it to you in a way that you can actually digest it, okay? Men look at women as a commodity almost, okay? We don't want to have our commodity that we worked really hard to earn, because men have to earn women, being touched and or looked at by other men. We just don't like that. You wouldn't like if someone can go ahead and drive your Mercedes around when you weren't using it.
I can see what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but when you're saying
like vice versa. I can see what you're trying to say. It's like, let's say you're dating a girl who has an OnlyFans, and let's say your friend, like your homeboys, text you later, and I'd be like, yo, your girl's on OnlyFans, like her tits are nice. You go back and you're like, oh, like you know, my people can see that.
Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Or we can do it. Imagine if my dad saw your prostitution job. You think he's gonna be all happy?
Can I explain it to you simply?
Bad look about that.
Like, say we were to get married. I've worked my whole life to get to this point to attain value and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody can see, if I got married to, somebody else can randomly see what I'm seeing with exclusivity with you for the price of a Chipotle burrito, fries, and a drink. $17.50. Like, with the tax and everything on the receipt, they can see exactly what I'm seeing privately. That's something that I just want to see alone.
I hope you know that's not the case.
No, it is Chipotle, and
you know how
Chipotle's even spicier than you.
$17.50
to see me in lingerie, not to see everything.
Okay, I want to be the only one who sees you in lingerie, and some random dude could pay 2 Chipotle burritos for the same thing that I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. And
don't you see how ridiculous that is? I've worked my whole life to get to this point, to get a wife, to start a family, and you really think that guy is going to want to settle for that?
At that point, if you want to pay my bills, I'll leave the OnlyFans thing.
It's still there.
A guy's not going to get to
delete it.
A guy's not going to get to the point to want to pay your bills if you have your OnlyFans up already.
So the problem is that, like,
I guess you're
right, you can delete it, but someone has a video or a picture of you somewhere.
But why are you thinking about that? I'm not even thinking about that.
But it's reality, though.
You should think about it.
You know when
it's called digital footprint.
Yeah, why don't you go look at?
Well, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I don't like.
Woman, look at your fiance in the eye when he walks down the aisle. See if he cares then. That day is never coming for you. You're going to blink, be 70, and still scrolling and being like, I still have Instagram. You're going to look at all your friends that are married. And another thing, women don't work their whole lives. You guys do this for a couple of years and then quit. So if you don't find a guy, you're fucked. You guys are going to be 42 cats working for the rest of your life. Then you need a man to save you. I don't need shit.
We need a man to save us.
Are you going to work 90 years of your life? Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to own the baby.
You're walking down the aisle in your white dress, and there's 2 13-year-olds. My little cousins are looking at. They're pulling your things up on Reddit. Yo, look, that's her titties. This is her lingerie. And you're walking on the aisle. Your dad's walking you down. Someone in the back there. It's always going to exist.
Yep.
I mean, like, so now, like,
and your husband's gonna take a bullet for you. Does he really deserve you?
Hold on, even better. You said you want kids, right? Imagine he goes to school. Oh, your mom's OnlyFans.
Your son killed himself, and it's your fault.
Do you really think I'm going to be doing it forever? Obviously, I was never planning on doing it forever.
The internet is forever.
Right, but
so when your son kills yourself, you can email me, okay?
The dangerous part is you're using your youth and your most beautiful years pimping yourself out online when you could have been finding that guy. When are you going to give it up? When you're 33?
So you wanted, so basically you think that it would have been a smarter decision for me to
never
not have a job and just go around.
No, you could have worked at Starbucks. You could have worked at Starbucks, and we would actually give you a shot.
But
if you got zero body count, work at Starbucks. It's not fun.
One second. You know what else is not fun?
40 years alone is not fun.
Not playing video games all day and drinking Mountain Dew, like Myron said. That's also working hard. That's difficult. There's more fun things. I could be getting high alone and playing Fortnite. You can work hard
for something you actually enjoy, not working at Starbucks.
So
there's no
shame to people who work at Starbucks, but I'm
whoring
saying
yourself out online is the most fun that you can think of, then you're not going to be with the guy that you want to be with.
Yeah, she's right. It is fun, but you traded it for 40 years alone. Good luck with that. 40 years alone, right? That's a scary trade. Why? How did you not balance it out in your head? You know, if you girls are pretty, if you guys kept your virginity at 25, you'd have a billionaire Saudi prince. Why did you play it the retarded way? Why did you fail? Like, you chose the wrong loadout as a woman, and you failed miserably. Why not just listen to us? You know? Also, were you harder when you were 22 or 25? If the high-value male didn't pick you up at 22, yo, your fucking HP bar is low. Like, you gotta get him yesterday.